Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, this isn't a normal Medieval Dynasty episode because I wanted to share with you something I found out earlier on today. Now, I, like many others, really enjoy playing Medieval Dynasty, love the visuals in it, apart from the grass, which is my own personal peeve. But the game, to me, I felt would be awesome if you could play it in virtual reality. And I just did a Google search for Medieval Dynasty VR, and I came across a really interesting article, or a number of articles actually. And the first one I will show you now, not that one, is the fact that there is a VR announced port coming as soon as 2023. Now, this was published on the 7th of May this year, so nearly 3 months ago, and this is the first time I was aware of it. Apparently the game has sold in excess of 1 million copies now, although how many of those were early access compared to the full release, I don't know. It's had more than 20,000 votes on Steam, of which 90% have been positive. Now, there was an interview done, and this is what this article relates to, by a Polish magazine. Got that wrong, it's ISB Tech, with both CEOs of RenderCube and a company called Spectral Games. Now, apparently Spectral Games are actually making the game, the VR version. It's not going to be identical to the current Medieval Dynasty, but it's going to contain, according to them, situated in a different time and place, is meant to retain the spirit and original concept of Medieval Dynasty. For example, trees will not fall by themselves, but only if the virtual axe is used in the correct way. The trunk of the tree might gravely hurt you if you don't chop it appropriately. So, as opposed to just hacking down a tree, and just watching it fall and not worrying where it falls, you won't want to be stood under it when it falls. So yeah, apparently it's in development for the PlayStation VR 2, which I don't think has even been announced yet or released, but I may be wrong on that. It's going to be sort of a blend of Green Hell VR and A Township Tale. Now, Green Hell, I'm familiar with through having watched a few videos of it. It wasn't really a game that interested me because of the way you play it, with all the sort of trying to avoid all the poisonous animals and things. I was more interested in the building simulation side of it, which is what really attracted me to Medieval Dynasty. And a game called A Township Tale, which is a cartoony type graphics version of Medieval Dynasty, if I can describe it as such, that is, as far as I know, only a VR title. So that again wasn't something that interested me. If you look at videos of it, your character actually doesn't have anything below their waist, including their legs. So that just didn't appeal to me. So yes, we've got the co-op mode coming next year. We've got the console release coming supposedly this year, although we're now, what, 2/3 of the way through Q3. Originally it was, the console release was for, not the console release, sorry, the Air release was for Q2. That got pushed back to Q3, and the Q3 console release, I think, will probably slip to nearer Christmas, though they will obviously want to take advantage of Christmas sales boosts to get it out in time if they can. So we're possibly looking at the Quest 2's implementation available the first quarter of 2023. And scroll down again. Mention another game, Cities VR, which is City Skylines in virtual reality, and I had a look at that, and that looks, yeah, far too washed out for me. Again, a bit had a lot more simplistic graphics style. But bearing in mind that the minimum graphics requirements for playing Medieval Dynasty are very similar to the minimum requirements for VR, I think it could be quite possible that the game will still look visually pretty much like we're familiar with. Anyway, I'm not going to rant on too much. Apparently RenderCube report a 25% share Spectral Games. Yeah, so that should, to me, mean that it's going to be serious business. This is the original article that the previous page has got its information from. So they do talk about various bits and pieces here. Again, I'll leave a link to both websites, web pages in the description below. So yes, I'm very excited about this. Obviously, certainly excited about the concept of it. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And thank you very much for watching. Bye now.